Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Sore Feet Adventures. Party just got done with a tough fight against some bone golems, and they've just taken the vampire Henrik captive. And you guys are all just talking to decide the fate of Henrik. So, you were just told by Okri that he would tell more information if you spare his life.
I see no reason to kill him if he is providing us information.
I agree with Belle.
Yep.
It is your call.
I don't like it.
Saoirse, a minute if you would. I'm gonna go off to the corner with Saoirse.
I follow.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Now, I go way off so they can not hear us. And I use the sending
walking
stone.
there, crunching of the bones, some of the bones.
Yeah, so I use the sending stone just in case. And it would be crunch, it'd be crackle, snap, pop, because I'm still big.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh god,
So-
I forgot.
Just a little bit of Foley break.
Yeah. So, I use the sending stone towards you. Now, this is what Henrik is asking of me. That we would not kill him. My kind personally does not have qualms with undead unless they are evil. But he's in our captivity. It doesn't mean we can't drop him off at a church that despises undead. That would be not our decision what they do with him.
I am that is a fair choice. However, I would rather like to have sent him off because his ambitions for remaining undead is selfish, and I will not let that come to pass.
I agree.
He must die.
The undead that are like that are not the kind that exist within my culture. But they are waging a war, soon to be against many monarchs, and we must get ours on the throne.
Yes.
I know you will have no hand in this, but I am asking you to step aside kindly. You do not have to take care or even interact with what you would call an abomination. That is all I am asking.
I said my piece. I don't like it. But we shall go. We shall do this.
Very well.
So long as he is returned to the earth.
Aye. In due time. So, I turn around and come back with Saoirse.
When they walk back, Belle wants to... He's looking at both of them, seeing kind of if they look happier or a little bit more distraught after their conversation.
I look serious.
Seriously, how do you look?
Irritated.
Sora's gonna
Oh, you're here.
While they're off talking, I want to talk to what was his name? Henrik.
Henrik.
I was gonna go to Henrik too, so.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna go over to Henrik.
Because you guys are a little ways away. As you
Yeah, I was over the door.
I'm still positioning myself between,
Henrik
like,
and
and Sora, yeah, or just anyone who looks like they mean to harm him prematurely.
Belle's just generally keeping an eye on Sora because he has a history with getting angry.
Yeah, and he doesn't necessarily look like she's
okay.
gonna be violent. She just looks like she's pondering.
Harry and Sora, you guys were walking towards
Yeah.
You do see them walking towards Hendrix as you're in between them.
She's not gonna do anything. She's just watching.
Yeah. Hendrix, correct?
Henrik.
Hendrik. You said you wanted to live because you wanted more knowledge.
Yes.
What kind of knowledge? Knowledge of life, magic, death itself.
Engineering. I was an engineer at the engineering college.
Wait, you want to go? You just want to live to go back to college?
No, I was dying of a terrible disease. I was wasting away.
Will's gonna take half a step away from him.
It's just like it's gone now. I was not born rich. I did not have the coin to spend for healing. I heard of rumors of that one of the companions had control over death. And I wish to escape it.
Now, if we say we do accept your deal and we let you live, what's to say your master isn't going to order you to kill us again?
You mean my mistress?
Yes.
It wasn't your mistress that ordered you, was it?
No, my mistress is in prison.
Yes.
It's the Dark Lady who is...
Does she still have hold over you?
I cannot fight her. The only one who can fight her is my mistress.
So then we let her out.
I do not know how to... I can't undo whatever enchantment the Dark Lady did.
We may have a way around that.
He kind of looks puzzled and there's kind of a little hope in his eyes and he just looks down.
If we free Grimtina, can she make sure you...
Nefertina.
Out of character, what?
He's going Lady Nefertina.
Lady Nefertina? I thought this was Grimtina.
It's her
No,
nickname.
that's a nickname.
Oh, nickname, so Nefertina.
And he goes in. He's pretty much correcting you when you say that. He says Lady Nefertina.
Nefertina. Okay. Sorry, Lady Nefertina. Can you guarantee that any magic this Dark Lady has over you you won't follow her commands pretty much?
You guys, obviously Saoirse and Oak, you kind of approach. You two get back to the group and you see everyone kind of cry around Henrik. I was never enthralled by magic. It was through pain of death and torture.
So with your lady freed, she could protect you.
Possibly. It is the only chance I have, only option I have now.
Would she be averse to joining up with one of the city-states?
I cannot speak for the malady.
That's fair.
She is very... She is an odd one.
By any chance, was she friendly with Adonis?
She's one of the companions. I'm quite sure. She talks of the companions often.
So you said Okri was coming up with Saoirse?
Yeah, you two kind of approach and you
Okay.
see what's gonna...
I say to Henrik, an odd idea. Question. How close were you to your mistress? How fond are they of you?
I am one of her servants. She gave me a chance to learn more, and I owe her my life.
I take hold of my sending stone and say to the group, if we do kill this one, and free the mistress, we might gain the ire of this one's master.
Ebals is gonna grab her sending stone and say, I've got a better idea. We free his mistress, and we convince her to join up with Freehaven. We mention Adonis has also thrown his support behind them.
Wasn't that the plan all along?
Ebals is just gonna motion towards the rest of the group, I guess.
Before I respond, I hear he's gonna... Hendrix ask, is there a way to talk to her inside? Her cell?
Unless you free her, I don't know. I never tried. I mean, I might be able to open the door, but...
Without opening the door.
No. There's no way. I don't know how... I do not believe she can cast her spells or communicate with the outside world.
I speak again through the sending stone. So are we all agreed that we keep this one alive?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I guess you guys are all saying yes. He looks to the group. He goes over to him. He doesn't have his weapons out.
She's just looking at you idly.
He's just picking him up by the scruff.
Sora.
I say in Dwarvish, in a calm voice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make one thing clear. I don't like you. I despise you. You've killed many innocents. So, if you dare try to harm any of my people, this group, anymore, I will not hesitate. He pushes him down.
He falls down.
And I
Don't tie it up.
I know, doesn't care. And he says in the sending stone, yes.
I need 2 more.
Nahiri will message Sora. What did you say to him?
I'll tell you later. But he replies back.
Okay. She's gonna kind of just stare at Hendrix.
And Oakley's looking at you expectantly.
She's at this moment you just see she looks like she's like analyzing him, and she's pondering. Josiah, I'll give a loose yes for now.
And he looks to Saoirse and says, now remember we had an agreement.
I nod.
Do you agree?
Yes.
And then he speaks to Hendrik in Dwarvish. By the All-Father, you have my word.
Good. You're gonna see a kind of the chains of light. He turns into mist and kind of reforms standing.
Balsa like rolls her shoulder, like, rolls her eyes and shrugs her shoulders, just exasperated.
But you're sticking with me.
Of course.
When he does that, Sora kind of twitches, but then it still watches.
All right, you said your mistress, and I switched to common, is through these doors.
Yes.
I'll message Belle. You still got the rock, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna inspect the door. Is it
Large stone door. Look at it.
magically locked?
Can't really tell.
Is there a handle?
Is this the normal door?
So it's like an old door. He's just going up to it and see he's grabbing it, just kind of pull it to the side, just opening it, it's just pulling it outward, pulling one. He's gonna grab the other one. You see him kind of strain.
Bill would follow
He's
closely
kind of motioning
behind.
for it. He's gonna point over. He's like, I imagine you want me to lead.
I would appreciate it. And if you would, he unfastens his lamp and hands it over.
Which one is just normal lamp?
Yeah, it's the Everbright one.
Okay.
I still have the lantern of revealing on me.
Okay.
Zora's gonna stay 5 feet with him.
I'm gonna be the last in the party.
Yeah. He's gonna lead on. He's just giving you the lantern back. No need. He's kind of walking in, and then you see the blue lights appear.
He takes it and fastens it to his belt and follows right behind.
You guy.
How is Sora looking health-wise?
Oh, health-wise?
Yeah.
He took a beating, for
Okay.
sure.
Here he's gonna tap him on the arm and hand over a potion of healing.
He walks in as you see. He kind of walks in. You guys motion. Some other lights appear, and he just goes and there's a clap, and you see more lights appear. Bunch of candles light
So
up,
extra.
and the blue flame goes actually normal flame.
Sora says thank you.
All right. You see, there's more pillars, but you see them one side of the room looks like there's a reading area. Looks like there's a bunch of like cushions and everything. There's a bunch of books on the side of the wall. On the other side, it looks like there's a kind of table. You see, there's multiple looks like boxes and trays on a wall. In the back part of the room, you do see there's two smaller coffins. Looks like there's a sarcophagus, kind of stone coffins. And you do see actually in a further one, there's looks to be a large one. Looks to be like it leads to a tomb. It's closed, shut.
Question: how wide are the? Is this the hallway?
The hallway was a hallway leading in. Pretty much when you walk through the hallway, it's like 20 feet, but then it kind of goes into another room that was.
Because we're still large.
So you could fit in it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's basically the same size of the room you were just in. It's just kind of more lit up and looks like there's more finer kind of objects in there. It looks like there's actually some kind of antiques. There's a couple like chandeliers, and kind of goes against what the rest of the castle looks like. With all the stone, there's actually looks to be some wooden kind of furniture in there. Looks to be really old, but sturdy. Well, this is it. Feel free to look around.
Where is Lady Nefertina?
He's pointing to the main, look like the tomb. She's in there.
Belle will approach it.
Evils is gonna follow.
Same.
He'll look around it, looking. Does it just look like it's just a normal one? There's not anything...
Well, like a tomb, you're going up to it, it looks like, well, yeah, there's definitely a little tomb, or what are you looking for? You're just looking for...
signs that it's unpenetrable.
You should go up to it and do Arcana. You should go to it.
I'm gonna help you.
Thanks. Natural 20 plus 10.
30.
That's about 20 plus 10?
Yep.
Alright. Next 20 plus 10, so with that, you're looking at it, you're kind of examining it. You see that this has been locked, has been closed with arcane lock. You know, trying to break into it would be really, very, very hard to do, or possibly if it was locked, with a key, it would be hard to unlock it. You know how the spell would work.
Mm-hmm. So he'll reach into the bag that he has the gem in. He'll pull it out. And then he'll give Henrik kind of like a side glance. Is he watching?
And he's kind of watching, looking at it.
He'll touch it to it.
Or before you do anything, what? I think he's got to roll a history. He's got to roll a arcane. Pretty good. Wait.
Hmm.
How many? Have you used that yet?
It worked on me.
How many spells has it absorbed?
2?
Did it absorb any of yours?
How many times did you use it, Nahiri?
It absorbed 2 mage hands.
And your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Magic.
Oh, magic. It's not necessarily a spell, though, is it?
Don't. He's looking at them. What do you know of those?
I know that this is incredibly rare and powerful.
That you should know. You would also know it. If you remember, they can only absorb so much. I don't know what magic the Dark Lady did, but you should save it for that.
We should not use it to open her too.
I do not know the spell. I can dispel simple magics. I don't know what spell is used.
Just arcane lock.
You got a blank look on his face. I am no wizard.
And I am, but I do not have a way with me to unlock this except for this.
Would the spell magic work on it?
I believe so. I do not have that.
He's kind of walking up to it. He's kind of looking around at everyone. Everyone's going to be like focused looking at him, watching him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
give him a
engaged
shrug.
in conversation with
Okay,
him.
he's just...
I'm not meeting his gaze.
he goes and casts a spell on it, and... So he goes and casts a spell magic on it. You kind of see just glyphs kind of appear and just kind of go back away from the entrance to the tomb. He kind of steps back from it. Alright. Kind of goes off and just kind of see the glyphs kind of go and spread away and kind of disappear. I think it is open.
With that, Okri
Evils
just
is
lifts
gonna
it
like,
up.
yeah, Evils is also reaching for it.
You can see that it opens
Oh,
the
okay.
side. You have to move it.
Well, with it, because he's large, and on top of that, his
Okay.
massive strength.
Roll strength. Roll physique.
Athletics or what?
You can use athletics.
Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah. I have advantage on that.
He also sees Okri psyching himself up, and she actually takes a step back this time.
Henrik does the same. He's just like...
Yeah, I hear your tiny brain, Zora.
Henrik kind of just...
So I have a
Jeez.
plus 13
Alright.
because I have advantage on top of that. So That is a 23 first one. And 23 second one.
Yeah, as you see, Henrik just kind of steps back away, and you pull it. It's actually really heavy as you're kind of pulling your in for your size. You kind of pull it. It slowly opens. And your first scene here looks to be actually a nice room in there. Looks to be a actual room actually in there.
Like stairs down to a room?
No, actually, like actual room goes in there like a hallway. Looks like it's got a it's very you see a very vibrant rug kind of leads into it. But you see inside this room.
Is it like we're looking through a window down into a room?
No,
It's
like
like
you're
a-
looking through a hallway kind of. It's kind of
Was
like,
it propped up?
What?
Please explain how this.
Okay, so when you pull it was open.
Was it okay? So
Was it propped
the
up against a
tomb.
wall?
Yes, it was propped
Okay,
up.
there we
Okay,
go.
thank you.
Okay, so yeah, sorry. It was propped up against the wall, pretty much facing you like a tomb. You opened it. There's looks to be another room in there, and you're looking in there. There's a bunch of other kind of collectors, kind of collection in there. We're looking at, but you do see there's an individual. They look like they're kind of down on their knees. Look like they're wearing a black dress with like a white frill and whatnot. There's looks to be a kind of a cage around their head, and you can't see it into it. Hard steel, and there's chains, dark chains, kind of keep them down to the ground, and you kind of look there, and there's kind of a shadowy kind of feel coming off these chains.
I'm gonna squeeze in.
Oh.
One size smaller. I can.
Okay, you kind of squeeze there.
Yeah.
You're having a hard time, and just kind of chain down.
I'm gonna look at these chains and investigate them.
Is
Okay.
Ogre blocking the way so I can't see
Yes,
them either?
Kree is blocking the way. don't see
That's a
it.
12.
12. You can't tell much, but you do see they are magical from what you've gotten.
He looks up and back to the group. I can't break these.
Are you going to squeeze them back out?
Like, question. This room, is it small? Is it...
It's pretty small.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
So
like a
squeeze back
private
out.
chamber.
Okay. As soon as he's out, I'm gonna go in and
I'm
inspect
following.
the chains.
Okay.
What am I rolling to inspect?
Roll Arcana.
I'm
Excellent.
gonna help you. So you get advantage.
Did you go in too, Bill? Or?
He'd be like, after you, Henrik.
Henrik says, you go and says, I do not wish to. I will wait here.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
And he's going to go to one of the chairs and kind of sit down.
Does he look alright? Is he just like
He
calming
looks
down?
a little worried. Pretty much, just let his mistress out, so he's just kind of breathing.
Okay.
Oh, he's nervous.
Yeah.
First one's a 19. Advantage. Oh, yeah, no, I'll take the
Deep breaths.
19.
Even though
I mean, I would
you know he
understand.
doesn't need to breathe as being undead, but he's just like,
Anxiety.
I understand.
So I rolled a 19.
119. You look at these, you understand this is a very powerful spell.
Bolson's gonna
And-
trot back out and say, "Hey, I think we might need that crystal."
I had a feeling that this was.
Yeah, and Harry will shout out, yeah, this is really strong. Do I know exactly what kind of magic? Or...
I will say you know the spell, you've heard of it. You've heard of the spell imprisonment.
What's imprisonment?
Spell. A very high level one. You know that using, depending on what you have, there's different methods you can do to imprison someone.
It's a, 7th level?
9th.
9th level.
Jeez.
The puppy
Okay.
top.
So
Yeah,
you know, ultimately there's different methods depending on what you kind of use as a focus. But you do know you have to be very powerful if you to cast this spell.
Dang. Okay. Is Belle approaching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll tell Belle, I'm like, looks like it's the imprisonment smell.
His eyebrows go up.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, this is strong magic. Hopefully
Well,
my bag of holding didn't kill the rock. She's making
he
a
kind of
joke.
just narrows his eyes.
She grins.
He's gonna approach.
Alright.
Does it look like there's like a central part to like
Um,
spell or?
Well, it looks like it looks like the chains meet, but they're all over this figure. Kind of just keep them chained down and kind of on like their knees and whatnot, pulled down to the ground.
Then he would.
Those who are watching, you do notice it looks like they haven't even registered that you're even there.
Fair. He'd touch it to the chains.
Taking it to the chains. As you go and touch it to the chains, you see kind of the blue crystal just kind of sends a blue kind of kind of like a vein or a pulse kind of goes across the chains, slowly across them. You kind of see it spread out, kind of goes up over the body. And with that, they kind of go through. You see the chains slowly, that kind of dissolving. You see the shadows kind of disappearing on the chains. And with that, you do see the magic for them. Kind of looks like the chains are disappearing, retracting. Looks like they're going into the stone. You can't hear a cracking sound on the stone. You see that just darkness is filling the stone.
If she falls down, he's gonna try and catch her.
And you do see kind of the stone's kind of shaking now, just in your hand.
Aren't you
Yeah.
outside?
Gonna hold
Oh,
it.
you came back
All
in.
right. With that, he just goes in there, just shatters in your hand. You take
Do it. Let him take damage.
2 damage.
Shield.
And it goes and stabs in your hand pieces. It kind of just shatters and a kind of a noise. Just kind of loud, just explosion kind of.
He grimaces but doesn't make any noise and clenches his hand.
And then you just kind of see the chains fall, just are gone now, and this individual just kind of go on your city. You're gonna catch him.
Yeah.
You go and kind of catch them. They kind of grab onto you. As you go and catch them, you just feel a kind of iron grip on your shoulder.
Just gonna say, please, it kind of hurts.
Kind of drawing and does draw blood down your. Kind of goes and stands up, and they stand up. They're still holding you up.
How tall is she?
Actually, about you're right.
Oh, okay. So my
So
feet are still on the ground.
Okay, yeah, that was like worried that she was like not fully contact with the ground.
And she goes and kind of drops. Let's go. You boss. Okay. Goes and grabs the helmet and kind of goes and kind of grabs it. Looks like she's gonna lift it up. Just rips it in half.
Thank you for not doing that to my shoulder.
And you see a very pale young woman there, some long black hair.
Lady Nefertina?
She looks like she's just kind of taking her surroundings. Did you see that? She just flicks her head towards you. She kind of, who's all in the chamber? Who all walked in the chamber?
I think just us three.
We can't.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
us three.
we can't get inside because
I'm taking a short rest, which I've used for
I'm like,
hit die.
like, if she's looking outside the door, then I'm like pretty much a seat across.
Excuse me. Ooh. Oof, read me.
All of us technically.
Yeah, point to him, Bell.
Yeah, so technicality him.
Bell rolled deck save.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna use inspiration on this.
Okay.
I feel like it's just gonna be a hug or something.
That's a total of 15.
Yeah. So, in hearing Balsa, you see Bell. Bell is no longer there.
What the
You
fuck?
see a blur, and everyone out in the room, you see a kind of Bell just being squeezed and floating in the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys spinning around.
He's so. He.
Faster than you've ever seen in some movies. Pretty much when you had was it blur up? Sort of like that speed, just or haste. Yeah,
I
haste up.
had Expeditious Retreat
that
and
one?
then stacked on
Was Expedition for you?
Expeditious Retreat, but stacked with Blade Song. So it
Okay,
was
so
80.
it was some of that speed caliber, but it was just hitting you and kind of spinning you around the center of this room.
Once Eve gets over her shock, she's gonna start giggling.
Yeah, he's.
Sora kind of panics and is like, grabs his blade. Is like, oh.
My jaw
Yeah.
drops, just like, huh?
And Aubrey's gonna kind of give a questioning eye towards Hendrik. Is this normal?
Kind of short.
My condolences. And he breaks out his pipe and starts smoking.
How long am I restrained?
After a while, you kind of float back down to the ground.
How long?
Yeah, you get a couple 12 spins.
Oh god.
12 spins in.
Roll to see if you're dizzy.
Make a card save. See if you throw up.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to.
No.
I was like,
You get brought back down and thank you.
he's kind of. He did not expect. He's just
Someone was able to get the stupid. You stuck on my message.
The talking statue outside?
You're walking out and she that.
Yeah.
She points. Yes. She points at you.
How old does she look, by the way?
She looks very young, actually.
Like younger than Ibalsa?
Looks to be kind of a young teen. Looks to be about like 16 or 17.
Okay, so younger than Ibalsa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Small child.
She kind of goes and she kind of puts her hand out and you see kind of a cover open. Kind of wills something. You see a cup come towards her. Kind of looks to be a ebony chalice. And looks to be quite valuable. Looks like there's a bunch of jewels outlining it.
I see that, and I take out my jug
Jesus
of
Christ.
great ale, and I kind of offer it up.
Oh, Green, no! She's young.
Wait, no, I don't think she's not. I don't think she
And
is.
you go and she takes a
Maybe.
big swig. She starts drinking, and you didn't hear any swishing, and she just starts drinking. You kind of see red. Kind of where she goes and wipes it away.
And he looks at his jug. That's not for mine.
Should I roll in?
And she kind of skips over to other corner of the room where you saw a bunch of the books are, and she kind of throws a bunch of these cushions on a pile and kind of goes and sits on them.
Right.
Can I roll history to see if I know what a vampire is?
Same?
Yeah, I do that
15.
too.
Well, it's undead. See what it is.
19. I actually go check.
Wait. 19.
Okay.
Yeah, do I know
21.
what vampires
19.
are?
Yeah.
Me sure.
So 19, you said? 19, 19,
21.
20, 21? You rolled 15?
15, yeah.
Okay. For you know what a vampire is. You've heard of these undead that have kind of...
Am I pretty sure she is one?
What you're saying, you're pretty sure.
Okay.
You've all... Were you trying to find out what you know? Or,
Same.
Or are you just trying to see if you know what a vampire is?
Yeah.
Know what a vampire is, make sure, see if she is one.
Yeah, you'd all know that she's definitely a vampire.
What do I know about vampires?
If you three would know, if you're trying to figure that out, you would know they have often can change form, as you just saw Henrik do. Often they can, with your rolls, you do know they can summon allies, kind of like animal familiars like bats, wolves. You know they're extremely strong and fast. They're able to be super stealthy. You do know their weaknesses are the sunlight and running water.
Running water?
Yes, running water like a
Streams and
river
rivers.
or a ocean.
Oh,
Good thing you didn't get that sunblade, right?
I really wanted it.
So she's kind of just sitting there on kind of sitting on a high cushions, kind of just hanging up.
Ibalsa's gonna blurt out, Lady Nefertina, is Adonis a vampire?
Bella kind of like wakes up from the daze that he was in, and he kind of looks at you like, what the fuck?
She kind of goes in and she looks like she's taking a drink. She kind of stops and she kind of looks, she's kind of swishing it. No, she kind of puts her hand. Adonis is all the man. She kind of goes and just swilling her drink.
So close.
Ibalsa's gonna bury her hands in her face and say, I'm sorry I asked.
She kind of looks like she's blushing and she's like, oh, I'm looking away. And you go,
Well, someone
picks
has a
up a
type.
drink.
She's just gonna look at Bella, she's saying that.
Bella's so not composed anymore. He does not know what's going on.
And Okri's sitting down on I guess a stone or something.
You do see Henrik, so it kind of, do you go nearby where Henrik is? He's kind of across the room. He's kind of pulled out a pipe and starts smoking.
Yeah, I guess I'll stand next to him since I'm...
Okay.
Well, actually, has an hour passed?
An hour? No.
No? Okay.
So,
Close to it?
yeah, Henrik's offering you a light as you go sit next to him.
I take the light
Alright, light your pipe.
and I kind of puff it a little bit and sprinkle a little bit of the amber onto his pipe.
He nods at you and because you guys are smoking in the background.
And I kind of cough to get the vampire's attention.
She does look.
But now, we've decided to spare Henrik here. They've
Go
told
ahead.
you about your troubles.
You guys see as she turns into her, her eyebrows just go down. She looks like kind of an angry face at Henrik. You can see Henrik just.
Now, it
looking
wasn't
down.
Henrik's fault. Apparently, they are under control by the dark.
She goes and puts her hands up, and you see Henrik just fly across the room. Grabs him around the throat.
Dark Lady, under control.
What'd you say? Or she's holding him up. She kind of holding him, looks at her. What about Dark Lady?
The Dark Lady made him do it?
It wasn't
As
his
well as
fault.
apparently your other servant is under their control.
Lily?
Yeah.
Yes.
She kind of turns to look at Henrik. Kind of nods.
Wait. Ebals is gonna grab the sending stone that she took from Sora. I think you took it from him.
I gave it to you.
Yeah, I know. She took from Sora, so she's gonna go give it to Nefertina. This was, I guess, used to contact Lily.
She goes in a. Do you just hold it
Yeah,
out?
she's gonna give it to her.
Okay. She go to approach. You see a magic hand point towards. Did you kill the lady?
No,
No,
we
we don't
actually
know who she
haven't
is.
seen her in person, and everyone has been frustratingly vague in describing her.
We've told our best option is, well, asking you.
Hold that thought. Henrik, you're on timeout. She kind of goes to one of the coffins and throws them in. Kind of grabs one of the stone, just like, opens it, just one hand.
Can I try to throw his pipe in before it closes?
Sure.
Okay, cool. What do you want me to roll? Athletics?
Let's see. Just
Check
roll
it?
athletics
Okay.
real quick.
Yeet or Kobe?
What, her or
No.
Henrik?
Kobe.
That's a 29.
Yeah, you make it in there. Just,
Dang.
And I kind of give him a wink.
all right, she just opens it, throws them in, just closes this. She turns around. Right. So, how long have I been locked away?
At least 20 years?
What? That doesn't sound right.
The current age, and I tell what the kingdom's age is.
Wait, when did you turn Henrik?
Oh, about 20 years ago.
Okay.
You tell the she's. You tell the age. She's the year. All those parties and balls I've missed. What's happened in the? She kind of just goes back to sitting down. What's happened in the kingdom?
Lord Faustus is dead.
My
No.
King Faustus.
Okay.
Our King Faust.
My King Faustus.
He's passed on from sickness. There's currently a civil war going on, a war of succession.
Got a look of surprise on her face and just.
We're trying to be
Us?
peaceful and bring up one of the monarchs onto the throne
We're in
before
support
a war
of
breaks out.
Freehaven.
Little Faust is dead. She guys look kind of. You see a kind of sadness in her face in this. How did he die?
Of
Sickness.
sickness. The period of mourning for him recently ended.
It looks like she's kind of thinking and just kind of grabs her cup, kind of swirling around a little bit. He was using his magic to extend his life. I offered to turn it, but he declined.
Well, Adonis is still alive, if that means anything.
She kind of blushes a little bit. She says,
And they are currently our ally. And the son, Faustus.
he's a grandson of.
Grandson. Okay.
She's kind of thinking, Faustus. That's Shane's son. You know Shane was the previous Lord Freehaven.
Oh.
His Faustus' his father.
That's right.
You know? And a civil war?
Between Bloodgate and Freehaven.
She kind of goes and she kind of look like she's thinking and look up. Is there anything strange happening in the land besides the war?
Well, there's the Dark Lady running around.
Causing chaos. On top of that, there's...
The Stragos.
Why is there a civil war?
Well,
fight
the
for the
throne
throne?
sits empty so far, and,
Our Lord Faust has not named a heir.
yeah.
No one was suited for their expectations. A 1-year grace was given. It is over now. And now a race for a monarch onto the throne is happening.
So, Fausti didn't pick an heir,
Right.
and he told everyone to fight for it.
No, I think they determined to fight on their own. I do know
But
that
that would lead to many deaths.
it has. Okay, so Eve's gonna take the time to explain that she knows that High Lord Tiberius has abdicated his position, and that one of his nephews, who is like taking the violent way to try and get to the
Sons.
crown.
That's one of
Yeah,
his sons.
son. Oh, okay. One of his sons is taking the violent way to try and get the crown. Eve's also gonna mention that she finds that weirdly out of character for Tiberius, from what she's heard of him.
She kind of with a long pause, she's looking. Well, if you didn't defeat the Dark Lady, then we don't have much time. But, promise is promise. My knowledge is yours. She kind of keeps drinking. I will tell you all I can.
Do you know the identity of this Dark Lady?
She is a herald.
She's a herald.
What does that mean?
Of what god?
Of Shar.
Can I roll history?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm also
Is that
gonna-
history or religion?
Whatever you want.
I got a 7.
So, history 2,
22.
25.
20.
Total of
Not
20.
net.
20.
The Shar. Those two.
So, did you roll them?
I got a 7.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So those of you, so everyone, besides you've also you know what Shar is a dark goddess or a dark lady of very much of the night, pretty much of kind of magic and hidden secrets, kind of dark secrets. You know, she's seen as the other half of Saloon, but she is often depicted as an evil goddess. So she is a dark deity.
You wouldn't happen to know any heralds of Saloon, would you?
Not anymore.
Calling it Doom. Yup.
I have a very hard time believing that she kind of crossed her arms that Fossey died from sickness.
You think it was foul play?
Are you sure he's dead? She's kind of looking at.
What are you getting at?
Would Eve also have gone to a funeral for him?
Pretty much as a
Like a walk around the capital or something to the other
It was pretty much just you would all know that his death was pretty much
white
told it wide spread, but they just burned the body.
Okay. And what are you getting at?
Fossey was very powerful.
Death comes to everyone, though.
He had artifacts, though. Very rare ones.
Even artifacts cannot keep you alive unless...
Well, I don't know if he's alive or dead, but I do know some strange things were happening.
Are you
before.
saying the High King was a herald himself?
No, I don't. I don't know where these dark ladies have come from. I do know. I believe they have appeared, and someone has called them.
Them? Plural?
Yes, there's more than one, dear.
Great.
Is there a way to identify if someone is a dark lady other than...
And
That
if
description?
you see one, they're either using you or you're about to die.
We were told that you would be our best option against them. What would you propose?
They are very strong. They are heralds. I could probably fight one if it attacked me in here in my domain. Kind of motioning around. Perhaps Adonis can probably defeat one. Adonis could. She got nodding, yeah. Yeah, probably any of the companions, but Fossey is indeed dead. That Durian's dead.
Who is this mystery knight companion, this paladin?
Oh, that. She kind of goes and thinks back. What was his name?
Wait, you don't know his name?
Do you remember what he looked like at all?
I see the face, but I can't put a name to it.
What's the face look like? What race is he?
He was human,
Human. Okay.
I think.
You're telling me you forgot one of your oown companions?
I have
That's
a feeling
unlikely.
it's something far beyond.
Yeah.
Magic?
Something is up there.
Don't know. I'm sorry.
By any chance, would you have known a Kurth Firewatcher?
Kurth.
He was a dwarven seer.
Oh. I think I've heard of a individual with that name. Some sort prophet, I believe. Of
Right.
some sort. Not a person, but she kind of shrugs. And says, but I've heard of him.
He's given us a prophecy that we haven't really managed to decipher.
Well, if he was a prophet and or a seer, they usually keep books or something. If you found his.
Maybe if you speak the prophet, this one might know something.
Speak the what?
The prophecy.
Edulce is gonna recite it, I guess, from memory, as best she can.
Was there a main prophecy?
Yeah,
or-
there was an
Yes.
actual prophecy.
Yes.
Okay. I only remember like the individuals.
I play a character who doesn't intend to remember things.
Alright, she kind of going, she's kind of listening and just nodding her head.
Oh yeah,
nodding.
yeah. She's actually gonna be like, hold on. She's actually gonna pull out her diary and turn to the page that has the prophecy written down, which isn't actually written in here.
Okay. She kind of just nodding her head. Nope.
Okay, worth a shot.
Well, Frosty is dead. Who is no lords in charge, so
Right.
war.
Bloodgate's on a rampage. We're with Freehaven trying to stop that.
How
Mostly
many
peacefully.
have died?
A lot. There was a siege on Freehaven. And a lot of civilians were killed.
She's kind of counting her head a little bit. You kind of see the fingers moving. Well, I can't say I know too much of the political going on, but a lot of very shady things that started happening before I was imprisoned.
Do you care to recount them for us?
Well, I believe followers of workers of the capital were mucking about with the border stones.
Order stones.
Roll history.
I'm gonna roll history on that.
17.
18.
19.
Natural 20.
27.
24.
26.
I say you all know. Just go to the girl. You all know. There's the general knowledge is there's along the whole entire border of Utharincia there were stones erected. And they have pretty much they have like markings on them to strengthen these stones to kind of ward off enemies. Saying pretty much they're shown as if you cross this path, I will kill you. Is what originally what Foss pretty much put on them. Put them all around the border. Even the dwarves helped put them on the mountains to help ward off enemies. Kind of scared them off. And he solely wanted to spread them out more. But there was an age when he had to work on the Uthrinci as a whole. So you would know these would be as kind of the border stones. You guys see, with that, you see she kind of reach up. She's kind of going to a drawer, just kind of pulling it out, open, and just looking around. Kind of goes and kind of pulls a lid off. Looks to be like a little can and whatnot. Kind of a little container. She kind of reach it. Oh, kind of reach it. Looks like her hand comes up. There's sand. Does anyone have anything to draw?
I pull out some charcoal sticks and some paper.
Oh, okay. She goes, takes that and puts the paper and like kind of spreading it out on around on one of the walls, just putting it around. She takes her cup, she takes the quill and like, puts it in her cup, just kind of starts writing on it. A bunch of dots look like in a circle. You see like the red marks kind of look like kind of somewhere dripping and whatnot. The border stones around Utherencia, they made to show enemies that Fosti meant business. She kind of just motioning around and now I don't know, but I brought to his attention that there were some individuals messing with these stones. I don't know too much on the glyphs. From what I've gotten, they were being made into some sort of net.
Net. What for?
They seem to catch souls.
Souls. And when you brought this up to the king, what was their reaction?
I really couldn't see Fosti. He was busy, and I had to speak with his Grand Vizier, whatever his name.
Did he ever give you a reply?
I was told not to worry about it.
This net, is it catching the souls of people who die in Utherencia?
Hypothetically, it could.
What happens when it's full?
I don't know.
Here's gonna grab her sending stone and just say, you guys, the war forges. What if they're making more war forges?
Do you know of Strago?
Ebos is going to give a real brief history of, like,
Did you say
Stragos.
Strago? She's nodding. I know Strago.
Have
She
you,
kind of walks away and kind of goes back to where she had the cushions and she kind of sits down.
Do you know what he is?
do you know what he's
She's
doing?
kind of looking into the cup, kind of looking into. Looks like she's got kind of a sad look on her face. He used to be a friend.
What happened?
He died.
I'm not so sure about that.
They're back. Stuck into a metal frame.
He's turning a lot of his men into Warforged.
Right? He'll do what he wants. You would know him better as Joffrin.
Can I
20
roll
history.
He's
one of the
he's one of the
companions.
companions. He was the one with the red hair.
Oh,
He was also a prophet, if you will.
What was it?
He was granted great visions.
Prophet of who?
She kind of has a disturbed look at her. He wouldn't shut up about her. Ione, goddess of secrets and of knowledge.
do we remember who Kurth was a seer for?
Well, most seers worship Ione.
Ebos is making significant eye contact with Nahiri.
I know, I'm trying to remember. As I pull out my old notes, can I roll a gut check, please?
Good check.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 15. Am I adding anything or no?
Yeah, wisdom modifier.
You really never talked about gods with Kurth.
I remember his family name off the top of my head.
I'll roll history and see what Kurth's religious sway was.
Shoot, do I have it in this journal? Oh, I have switched journals too many times.
So, 20 not now.
Like I said, you never really talked to him. You've seen he respected the gods.
As a dwarf, would I know more information about them?
You do know he really didn't. He paid the normal respects, but he didn't seem to really pay too highly to the dwarven gods. He was kind of odd to that. So he's kind of. He did pay respects to them, but not as much as most dwarves would do.
You speak up and say, probably not a dwarven god.
So
How much do I know?
because I rolled history on him because that's what I got on my roll. Would I know anything?
For what? For what?
About Kurth, just because
What'd you roll?
I didn't, as a member of
What'd you
Freehaven.
know?
Yeah, because I did know a lot about him in the past, because I knew who he was.
Yeah, you knew he was a seer of great renown and often would predict and make a lot of money telling people's fortunes. And he eventually got into the attention of some lords and kind of brought into the fold of Morphosis.
You're just going to pipe in. All I can remember is he's part of the Fire Watcher family. That's about all I've got.
What was your question?
I was gonna ask, since he's pretty much a religious figure, did he ever go by Dragonspire at all?
Go Joffrin?
Yeah.
We went everywhere. We were the companions. We had to go and fight to save the kingdom.
This is kind of a personal question, but do you know of any dragon sightings recently?
She's just looking at you.
Okay. Sorry, like, my mistake. When you were before you were in imprisonment.
She kind of put her finger up. No, since we killed a lot of the dragons that were in Uthrencia, they really didn't want to come back. Kind of scared the other ones away. And Durian made sure of that.
Durian. There is also another strange thing.
Seriously, what is your face showing? With a 20 for insight. How are you feeling?
How are you feeling right now? What's your face?
You're not meeting their gaze, I think.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm kind of have like.
Are you conflicted?
I'm conflicted, but also a little scared. Still.
She's like looks at you and just smile. Makes a smiling motion. You do see her fangs stick out.
That does not help. But I don't say anything. I just like recoil and like fiercely.
She kind of frowns at that.
I was gonna say, so there might also be tension between the Church of Bahamut. Kind of a split.
And I would care why.
High Lord Maris Bararian is...
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking to. The one who speaks with the dragons. She kind of makes air quotes.
Soros is going to ignore that.
Ebals is looking confusedly between the two.
Anyway, if we're talking about weird instances, he's pretty much stepping aside and watching this all play out. Same with my lord.
She kind of just like walks up to you and just kind of tapping your face. I've been locked away for several years now. If this is new, I don't know.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
I want to roll a gut check on what questions I should be asking.
Okay.
It seems like it's going in circles. That's 2.
11.
11, yeah.
You know, she knows the High King who is dead. Now you guys are questioning it. You could probably ask her anything about that or possibly founding of the kingdom.
Okay.
Ebals is going to grab her sending stone and ask if we should ask about Marwyn.
Bell opens his eyes wide and it's like,
Valkyrie would reply back, that would be a no.
Okay.
And he speaks up to Tina and says, I find it hard to believe that the High King is not considered the late High King.
I wasn't here for his death, but so...
Why would you say that? They are still alive. It makes no sense. If they're still alive, then either a bigger threat is coming, or something is happening that we are not aware of.
When you know someone has known him for as long as I have, and seen them do amazing things, you wouldn't think he's dead either. But age could have And time could have caught up with him.
You're the first one to suggest that he is still alive.
I wasn't there to see his death, so there's no sure proof. If he did die, I do know the border stones were inactive, but perhaps his soul was caught.
No, but it raises another question. Who was there to see his body burned?
She kind of goes and looks like she's thinking, probably mostly the royal family and his close advisors.
Sora looks at Belle.
So we need to look into the advisors then.
Would your... Sora looks over to Belle. Would your mother know?
Is she there? Do I even know?
What?
If the High Marshal was anywhere near.
No.
No. Not at that time.
So what are your plans now?
Well, she goes and she looks like she's dusting off her dress. Looks like she's doing some stretches and whatnot. You just hear like cracking. Well, if you haven't killed the Dark Lady, she's one of the most on their way. She's doing some stretches, like kind of doing like a little bit of squats and whatnot. It's not how I wanted my morning to be.
Would you be opposed to supporting Freehaven? Alongside Adonis?
She goes,
You know, now that you mentioned that, you might strike some brownie points with Adonis. And if you do anything good for the dwarfs, Adonis is considered a brother of the dwarfs. He would very much like that.
Additionally, it would stop needless deaths.
Out of character, would I know if Adonis is still single?
no clue.
No clue, okay. Listen, I was gonna break. No, not for me. Don't you dare.
Sure. Not
No!
Oh my gosh, you're two timing already? Oh my god.
No, okay. Fine, to be this.
Sora's like, kind of like starts thinking.
I'm
and
gonna.
says-
Okay.
And he's gonna use a sending. Sorry, he's gonna use a sending stone and look at it, Bolsa. Wait, have you met Adonis?
You get back? Yes.
All right.
He punched down a drawbridge.
Okay. Could you possibly cast sending to him?
Yes.
And he looks back at her and goes like, what he thinks of the situation that's going on. Maybe Adonis could come here and...
Are you talking out loud or are you still...
No, I'm using the sending stone.
Okay.
And while they're talking, I want to send to Tina.
Okay, what are you saying to...
Oh, I'm just gonna like lean in and whisper. Last I heard, he wasn't in a relationship.
You gossip monger.
Listen, she is.
She's just like... Jesus. She's thinking to herself,
Have I seen Adonis?
yes, you have.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay. I don't remember him.
I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, the giant
What a
family.
punk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. That shield.
Don't try to get
Stop.
me to join you just to lie about... Don't joke around about Adonis' affection. She kind of goes and kind of grabs a fan from her fall.
Well,
Extending herself.
it would help prevent deaths to have another ally on our side.
And if you want, I can make it better. I'm able to make
Oh, no.
potions.
Steve also looks a little horrified at you.
Hey, I am being a great wingman for Adonis.
As you say that, you get, I feel an arm, or she goes around your arm. Tell me more.
Oh,
She kind of goes there and just scratch around your arm.
It's been a while, but I have seen it work firsthand. It can be quite disastrous if the other one does not hold emotions for the other, but it is a surefire guarantee that if they like each other, they'll be together.
You said bad results. What if he doesn't like me? She's gotta walk walking away.
We
Then
can
it
always
will-
do some reconnaissance.
Well,
would you rather know or not know?
kind of looks like she's like panicking, like does this fit? But she's going, I as much as I would want, I can call him, but I could always call him here.
Can you speak directly with him right now?
Of course I can. I know him. I know
Boss is
better
gonna
than
send a
any of
shrug
you.
towards.
I know him thoroughly from the waist up.
I'll take your word for it.
That's very specific.
Sora uses that.
He often traveled with no shirt on.
Ooh.
That's fair.
He is a fine warrior.
You might have yet to see him throw his shield.
Ibalsa looks like she's having flashbacks right now.
Oh, okay.
You gonna specify what flashback?
You can ask her about it.
Yeah, I'll be like, what's up?
I'm just thoroughly reminded of Celeste right now.
How so?
I don't think I've met anyone so like her before.
Messaging, because I don't know Celeste other than the brief moments. Is she as thirsty as this?
You get back, absolutely.
When you say so, did you say it out loud about Celeste?
Yeah.
She sounds like a wonderful person.
She is. And Ibalsa says that genuinely.
Okay. As I said, these border stones, I believe they be a net, and if there is a civil war, anyone who could possibly die would be cut by it. And I believe also they might be funneled somewhere.
That's really bad.
Now, why would someone need to amass souls?
Because they're going to have
She
a
kind of
tea
holds her
party.
finger up, and she's here. She's gonna just rub her hand.
Hey, what's in that room at the top that's been locked?
Oh, those are Dracoliches.
Would they attack the Dark Lady? Because I'm assuming that's who you mean by she's
Why
here.
would you? I spent all that time hunting him down. Why would you let them out?
We didn't.
How many
I'm
are
asking.
there?
There's 5 up there.
Wow.
I point to Ogre. That's why we don't
Fantastic.
open
That's
those
a lovely
doors.
number. You did that all by yourself?
Of course, it is my duty.
That's amazing. He's kind of like looking off to his distance
You're
there.
staring at him, being like,
She's gonna grab a book, of course. Then she's holding up looks like a red tome. The Court of the Dragon, or the Cult of the Dragon. She just kind of throws a book.
I'm like,
Can I?
She just
I wanna
throws it
grab it.
down.
Huh?
She just
I wanna
throws it
grab
down.
I like.
Those fanatics keep trying to bring the dragons back. After all that time Durian spent killing them.
Right.
Did I grab the book as she was throwing it down?
No, she just threw it down too fast.
I want to pick it up.
Before you go, one last question. Why
Yeah.
would souls ever be amassed?
Can I see she's forming?
Either
She's like kind of
sort of
dark,
to
kind
do
of
it. I wanna
energy's
read that
kind of
with you.
forming around. And she's kind of armor appearing
She
on her.
hugs it. She's like, me first.
As you say that, she looks like she's getting ready, and she reaches out. You see one of the covers open, a sword just flies towards her. And she stops. She kind of turns around. She has an dark armor over her. Well, if I was to amass a bunch of souls, it would be to empower someone. It's like a lich. Someone seems wants to come back. It's how the Draco Liches are empowered. The more souls you have, the greater, the more powerful that individual will be.
I don't like that. First Char and now a lich.
She's kind of getting ready. She's kind of swinging the sword around. She's gonna like move around. A little rusty.
Can we count on your support?
I don't know if I've been gone for years, and Frosty did spend countless times spreading the tale of me as some grim individual. Do I look grim to you? She's wearing like
Not
dark
at all.
armor and
I kind of give
She's
a side eye
exuding like
to
rainbows and sunshines, though.
Saoirse,
Look at Saoirse too. I'm like,
and then I kind of do the half so symbol, and then a question mark with an eyebrow.
all right. Before you
And
go,
Saoirse nods a
I'm
little
not-
bit. Okay.
Yeah.
so there's something I also want to ask you. Your servants have been working with this dark lady. What do you plan to do with them?
well, as you see, Henrik is on timeout.
The second.
Where is Lily?
We don't know.
We're not sure.
You have the stone.
Henrik said she left him.
She's just holding it. Don't want to speak to me. She just looks like she's catching a spell. She's in Sylvan Vale.
Hey, do you know anything about monsters that are
Wait.
invisible in, was it daylight?
Where in Sylvan Vale?
What's her last name? Do you know?
You just asking there, right? What's her last name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Eve, are you asking about the demon cats?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't
I already
think,
told you everything about them.
I don't think she
Yeah,
ever
but
told
maybe
me
she
her
knows a way
last
to stop
name.
them or unsummon them.
Her full name was Lillian.
What race is she?
She's a half-elf.
He kind of.
Do you know
his
where in
eyes are
Sylvan
wide.
Vale?
Belle, do you know her?
She's a shop owner in Sylvan Vale.
What shop?
Does she know anything about demons?
Willow Siren Hall.
Demons.
We didn't.
Sorry, we might. You can please come back and visit me, but I might have to deal with our unattended guests. Shadow, you can walk with me. She kind of grabs her dress and kind of.
Has an hour gone by?
Yeah, I would say an hour's gone by, so you can shrink right down.
Okay, I do. The Dragonborn does not. They have 3 more hours.
Okay, she's kind of doing skipping back up these stairs, and she's kind of in her battle armor.
Hey, Carson, which shop was that?
I don't know. You haven't gone to it yet.
We haven't gone to it,
I feel like
but I
we've-
know about it because I live in
Yeah,
Sylvan.
I feel like we heard about it though.
I think you
No,
did talk.
no.
I swear to God, I
Wait,
heard that
while
name before.
we did that
I
shopping
think you did talk about
montage.
it.
Maybe.
You have to roll a history one, but you can do it a little bit.
Well, with that shopping montage, did we ever meet this lady?
No, you didn't go there.
Okay.
He's gonna tell Sora to drink the potion she gave him.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I can't tell you she can be quite tricky. She is in Sylvan Vale, and she's going to. Who is the most magically attuned here?
Are you guys gonna
Points
fucking
towards
point?
Belle.
Yeah, Belle.
She gonna hold still, gonna grab your shoulder.
He kind of
And
closes his
she
eyes.
says a spell that you aren't familiar with, and kind of you feel like a pulse go around, and you feel there's a whole bunch of You get a sense that there's a whole bunch of undead over by Sylvan Vale. Just
Oh no. Oh no.
Face.
What did you do to Belle?
Belle, are you alright?
There's undead.
as you feel that, you also hear kind of screaming from. But it sounds more like a ghostly scream from all. It kind of as it spreads, it goes all across with Rincy as you're hearing.
That's so much.
And that's what I hear every night. Kind of lets you go. Let's go.
What'd you do?
I just shared some senses. All right, you got her. As you said, they were walking through. She stopped and looked at the picture. You guys are approaching the entryways. You guys kind of come through. You approach there. She does go and stop and put her hand out to you to hear.
Nair's not looking. She's looking away.
And then she's saying that she's first. I ask with words.
Nahiri, please.
Can I read it later after this?
She kind of goes and grabs it. No, if you read it, I'll have to kill you. Kind of pulls away. You're gonna
Hold
try-
up. Did she see me take it? That's the question. Because she was on the sending stone when I put it in my bag.
She can still see you.
Yeah.
She's sending.
But would she be paying attention?
Yeah.
To a dangerous
at her feet. She threw it down. It was probably at her feet.
Let me just bend down in front of you and pick up something that you dropped.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
She's
notice.
just basically gonna grab her. You gonna let it go?
I don't know.
You've
No,
also,
I'll give it
you've
back.
also said to
Okay.
you, she's way more dangerous than Lucille.
Yeah, I'm not gonna resist. I'm
She
gonna
kind of
read
takes
it.
and kind of makes it kind of disappear in her kind of dress.
I put a hand on Nahiri's shoulder, and I say, "We'll find better. We'll find more books."
All right, and she kind of walks out. You guys walk out to the courtyard. You see there's a another individual out there. You just see like a dark cloak and looks like a shadow just spreading out. All right, be dears. I thank you tremendously for letting me out. I'd say stay close to the edges. Kind of just pulls her sword out.
Hey, if you get a chance, could you pull her hood back and she's using Bardic Inspiration on her?
I suggest you'd leave.
And Okri is going to go into a quick jog.
Kind of jog the other way.
No, Eve said that as she was retreating.
All right. Come back and see me. I do love our talk.
And Okri's not looking back, but he's just giving like a wave. Yup. Good luck.
We'll tell
Give the
Adonis you say
thumbs up.
hi.
Don't you dare! Yell that. He's mine! And she
You can have him!
And you see as you go back, she just kind of looks back. And when you're walking, you do hear a deep voice. You have meddled in my affairs for long enough. Kind of spraying to all of your. You hear it all of it. You don't hear the sound. It's all in your head. She's kind of speaking to you.
Oh, I hate it.
And she kind of starts yelling and kind of. She kind of goes. You do see Tina kind of appear in a blur, and it's in front of her between you guys. And this guy just taking side steps and staying between you. She kind of go around. And, as you're leaving, Tina gives a nod. And you guys are gonna head out of the.
Eve's gonna shout good luck and then run.
Sora is gonna use his fire breath on just Tina only, but obviously she's gonna be friendly, so she has fire damage to her. So yeah.
We see that you just hear it. You catch a quick like smirk from her face.
I say, do you know Draconic?
You just keep going.
Yeah, I'm just saying, do you know Draconic?
So you hear Draconic go.
Sora says in Draconic, fuck him up.
Here's
And
Yeah, so it's
as
a
you're
boss.
leaving, you just hear a loud just kind of shaking of the just kind of a great sound coming from a clash.
Booking it.
We're running.
You are out in the graveyard. Graveyard.
Heading
to the
towards
cart.
the cart.
And you guys make your way there. You do get to the cart. You do see the two guards. Looks like one's picking their nose a little bit, kind of like looking.
Go,
Eve also yells, "We're
go,
leaving!"
Go.
Oh,
I look at
no, it's like,
Gunther.
what?
I look at Gunther.
Did you not hear the tremors?
Gunther. I look at Gunther. Is he
Gunther.
okay? Gunther.
I would yell out, prepare the wagon! Prepare the wagon!
Oh, they kind of panicking. Just
Prepare the
they're
wagon!
just hopping in the wagon.
By the way, did you see that black lady?
What's going on? What? They're just like confused. What's going on?
Dark Lady's here.
Alright, are you all just getting on the wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
While
go.
yelling, an unstoppable force is going to meet an unstoppable wall.
Then you see a pause look of them.
Don't try to understand. Just go. Just go.
Danger!
On the
go!
way! On the
And,
way!
I basically start getting Gunther to go pretty fast.
They're all looking up. What did you find? What did you find?
You don't like undead? Don't ask questions. There's always more undead.
Kind of going, you get a message from Ragnar.
He was hopefully expecting something.
Sorry if I'm bothering you at a wrong bad time. I'm the
running for our
Lord,
lives.
my master. Do you have a moment?
Yes.
Did you find any vampires?
Yes. There's one in Sylvan Vale.
There's more than one. I'm afraid, our good friend, the guard captain, is one.
Oh!
As well as most of the guard.
Are
I don't
you
know
all
yet.
right?
Another message permission coming back. I've escorted as many civilians as I can into the Dayron estate. They cannot enter, but I don't know how long we'll last if they find a way in.
We're on our way.
All right.
Out of game, don't invite them. Thank me later.
Elle's gonna slam his hand like somewhere close to him.
Is everything okay, Master Bell?
I think
You're
in
in a
You're
cart.
in a wagon.
Running.
You're gonna be moving like this in the wagon.
I have 50 minutes
You're
to
also
I'm large.
giant right now. Like you're
I'm
big.
Oh,
large.
he can't fit in the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
can't fit in the cart. I'm running. I'm like, are you okay?
He'll cuss in primordial.
Nope, don't know that.
Does it sound like a cuss word?
I don't know.
What do you
I don't know.
say?
What do you say?
Swishing water.
Probably fuck.
You can roll initiative. You can roll,
Initiative.
Don't do.
You can
Well,
roll insight if you want to tell.
Yes.
Can I roll insight to see if it's a cuss word?
Yeah, that's what you're
Cool. Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a cuss word.
Expletive.
What's the
expletive.
Wait, what is primordial?
Primordial is the elemental language of the 4 elemental
Got a
planes.
9.
I just like to think you
Like,
just a breeze of air and you're just like language.
9, you're just what?
Insight.
Just kinda-
Non-net 20.
You understand this is definitely out of anger and might probably most likely a swear word.
19.
Same thing.
Why?
I'm gonna get onto the sending stone for Bell in group and say, "What news do you have?"
Explains why they did a shoddy job checking the village.
What do you mean?
The captain and most of the guard are vampires.
Does that include the 2 brothers with us?
I don't know. We'll have to ask.
Hey, okay.
Ebalsa's gonna turn to one of them and say, "Hey, smile for me."
Gives you the finger.
Let's stop for a break. And I'm gonna, as soon as we're like maybe an hour away, I'm gonna stop the wagon and say, "All right, time for a quick snack. After we fought those undead, I'm a bit tired."
They're looking undead. Yeah, that's what you said. Oh, undead.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
rolling inside too.
I'm gonna help them.
Going
Okay,
I'm rolling.
21.
Okay.
I'm using my inspiration
What
on
are you trying to
that
check
one.
out?
Dang.
If they're genuine about being afraid of undead.
They seem pretty genuine.
Okay.
They're all. Are you like all looking at them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, they're all like looking at them.
Here's the
Raising
thing.
an eyebrow at them.
You remember that spice pouch I have?
Wait, is your ring growing?
Yeah, is my ring going?
You're an hour away. It is not.
Okay.
They're
Just
looking
in
at you kind of
case-
weirdly. Just
in case.
they're over there. So we didn't do anything. Yep, we watched the cart perfectly. Nothing happened.
You didn't
Both
do
of
it
you.
well enough. Gunther's a little hungry. I take out my spice pouch and take a little bit of powdered garlic and flick it in their face.
Which is like, what are you doing? Is that garlic? That is garlic, bro.
How well do you know the guard captain?
Molly, stop. How well do you know? Yeah.
I know something that you might not know.
Enough of the bullshit. Tell us what you know about the guard captain.
I turn to you and start speaking Elvish. What's going on? Yep. Tell us what's going on.
In Elvish, Bell will say, both of you enunciate 3 really well. Right now.
I think 3.
Ebalsa's
3.
watching
They're
with
going-
interest.
Watching
They're
them
going.
out.
They're going 3. They just put their hands up.
How are their
3.
teeth?
Normal.
Okay.
Okay.
They're like looking confused.
Did you see that? Did you see their teeth?
Normal.
In Elvish, Bell replies, it appears that many of the guard and the captain himself are vampires.
You just bring in comprehending languages too.
Ebalsa says,
Do they think he's shitting with them?
Ebalsa says in Elvish, "You could have avoided all of this questioning if you'd just smiled for
They're
me."
kind of just laughing a little bit. You're serious? I think she is, bro.
Oh my god,
Serious.
he's actually gonna look mad if they're just kind of laughing about it.
I pull some manacles out, and 2 of them, I toss them at the floor of the wagon, and take a dagger out and point it at them. Now, we're being serious. If you're a sympathizer to those vampires, then you can lock yourself up. If not, you're going to help us.
They're just basically like we don't know what you're talking about.
How long have you been on the guard?
The newest guard.
How long?
They're kind of few weeks.
Oh.
About 2 weeks, brother, and almost 3.
Well, we've just uncovered a conspiracy.
He said conspiracy. Yeah.
Ebalsa
Conspiracy.
actually ignores-
Yeah,
Your common tongue. It escapes me. And he puts his dagger away.
They look like they're reaching a little bit, talking to each other. They both reach their side. All right. Yep. So we believe you. We do.
Insight.
Yep.
Inside.
Roll an insight. Ooh, I got 11.
6.
You do
21.
feel they're trying to believe you. They still think
14.
you're kind of might be doing a full kind of trying to pull a
Okay.
leg, but they sound like mostly seeing how serious you are. So
Also, we're all covered in like. Well, I'm not covered in blood. I'm fine. But
Yeah.
like,
I
some
am.
of us are
There's
looking
big
extremely
I still
beat up.
have my armor's actually caked in my own blood.
how would the captain become a vampire? He's one of the best sword fighters in the region.
Perhaps he
Willingly.
chose to.
Maybe he was unhappy with his life. I know that he harbors grudges against the rich.
I guess that's kind of a moot point and a good one. Yes, it is. Well,
I've known
kind
him
of
for
going
years.
across the back. What would you have us do? We ultimately guard. Not the best.
Just help us save civilians.
In other words, help us do your job.
They're kind of looking kind of down. They go and both do a kind of salute. They both get together. They go, "Hi, Captain."
All right.
You two
Glad
are
we got
idiots,
that
but your
squared
hearts
away.
are in the right place.
And with that, I take the reins off of from Gunther and start writing again.
All right.
Bell, is there any which way that we should go that might be, well, less conspicuous?
What important figures need to be saved here in Sylvanvale?
Well, some civilians have been moved to the estate. If it's the captain and most of the guard. There's still the vice governor. I don't. Who knows if the guards in front of his door were vampires?
I could message Ralnor and see if he made it out.
The vice governor was awfully pale.
That could just be anxiety.
And sleep
He
deprivation.
was
Oh, yeah.
very sporadic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't necessarily mean vampirism.
Those two did say he was really stressed.
There's also he never really left his building.
That could just be workload.
You
True,
too.
but
Paperwork sucks.
They both kind of look at you.
well,
Was the vice governor ever
do you ever go outside?
suspicious?
They kinda
During
look at
the
you-
day.
give you a look like you're an idiot. Just. Oh, of course you had to go outside. Yeah, we went outside.
Do you have reason to believe that the vice governor could be a vampire as well?
I look up. No, not the sword. He was a vampire. He would have flaunted it.
That's a fair point.
The vice governor?
One is bring up. How much of vampires do you know? We know quite a bit.
Oh,
Do tell.
They're basically go quiet, son. Vampirism. Yes, it changes you.
No, really?
Not in that sense, and fangs and extra powers. You changed. Not just undead, you become evil. You're not no longer yourself.
I'm
Yes,
not
that's
sure that's
right.
the case.
The vampires are capable of hiding themselves, or even acting.
They can change their form.
Oh,
they
and-
can summon familiars. Fangs don't make you a vampire, as I point to mine.
He also nods in agreement.
Look like they're getting ready to say something. One of the brothers looks like he says it. The other one just shakes his head,
Your looks. The kind of leans in. Yes.
looks away.
She leans in closer.
The other one kind of just pushes you away. Just,
I move his hand away.
well, if the captain is a vampire, he's good. They're both looking at be much more powerful than he is.
Like I said before, you don't have to fight the captain. We just want you to save civilians. It's
Question.
our top priority.
Bell, it is against the law to hire undead as a captain, right?
Is that even a law?
So, therefore,
I don't think it's a law.
wouldn't it be, well, by the church, I would believe. So wouldn't it be right to call this late captain, they are dead now after all, no longer a captain and simply by their stupid name?
You're the captain now.
Exactly. I don't want to hear any more referring to your late advisor in the rank of captain, because they were faulty and they should not be named that.
They're both looking. They both kind of agree, nodding. Hello, Captain. Yep, Captain.
Belle looks
Congrats, Belle.
pained.
You guys do know you're coming within. Then you notice the fog as you're going up. It's actually pretty thick, quite thick.
Okay,
It's
this
thicker than
fog
when
is
you left.
definitely magic.
Balsa's looking out the the cart, saying that.
How? He looks over. Sora looks over to Belle. I guess actually, when we were walking, in Sylvanville, how was like its military presence there?
There's several guards. They did look more experienced. They were kind of, from what you can tell, at least everyone had like a magical item. They looked more kind of more routine. They weren't like they're just a ragtag group. They looked like they're actually trained and everything.
All right.
Not like the two with us.
So our best bet is try to get civilians to your manor.
Most of them have already.
But the other thing is, that man would be expecting us to go to your estate.
He's also expecting us to return to him with proof of the goings on of Duskshire.
So how do we want to spin this?
I mean, if it's being attacked, right?
Right.
Just right at the moment. So I feel as though, unless he's trying to duel us into it, duel you.
Possibility.
I
Could
can
you
see
appeal
that.
to his hubris?
He
Would you guys
hates
have
me.
gone at like double
Yeah.
pace?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So it'd take you just like a couple hours in.
Slow down before we reach it?
Okay.
Were there be any other alternative?
You do see,
Entrances into
as you're
the
approaching, there's actual people kind of going the opposite direction that you're going.
Oh, like they're fleeing?
Yeah, some people actually leaving.
You
Not a whole
know,
lot. You do see a couple. Look like there are mostly on horses.
I would stop one and basically hail them over.
You see a half elf just kind of look like they're scared. He has barely. He doesn't even really have any bags or anything. Just on a horse, just kind of riding. Just kind of.
What's the situation over in Sylvanville?
I don't know.
I've heard that there are undead attacking. How
Oh,
far is it until we meet the conflict?
Zombies and
There's zombies.
zombies attacked, and
Right.
God's directed us to go to safe spots. I'm just fleeing.
I understand that. How far is it until we meet the conflict? How far must we go?
I don't know. It's been. You can tell you they fled probably about like 15 minutes ago. I fled there. Not right when you would get in. The guards motioned for where the civilians should go and hide out and so they could deal with the horde of zombies.
15 minutes ago. Very well. Get to safety.
Sora,
Basically, he's just kind of jigging, ready to ride back off.
Sora looks over to Belle. You should probably get in contact with your mother about this.
Would be best.
Yeah. And then he'll.
If she somehow can send forces quickly.
And if she chooses not to, maybe you should just ask Faustus.
So Belle's gonna.
And before that happens, you actually get a message.
Oh.
It's Elduin. Belle, if you're hearing this, I'd much appreciate if you come right away to Sylvan Vale. Decline, and there will be more deaths.
Is this a duel you're after? Or. Just myself? The whole of my group? What are your terms?
Terms are no sending or messaging for help. You and your group return now. We will talk in person outside your estate.
I accept. And we are on our way. Looks like Elduin has already beat us to the punch. He has summoned us in front of the estate and would like to meet with us. No contacting anybody.
Or what?
More does.
Has he found a way through the gate?
No.
More than
Good.
likely, that's what they're after.
I look over to the two wizards and I say, "Can you detect any magic around us?
Is it
They might be spying on us."
No, when you first say magic, there was like looking like looking all around. Have you seen the lamppost, sir? It kind of
Smart ass.
glowing. Oh! When you say that, or see one kind of cast a spell. No, we're good. You sure? I'm sure we're good.
is it just us that he wants?
Yeah.
Not those two?
Our group.
There's
which-
nothing stopping them from getting help.
He just said the
They
group.
might not know that these two traveled with us.
We never did contact him about them.
That is right.
True, we just took them.
They're both talking around. They're both kind
They all
of
look.
looking around, and
Belle looks at both of them.
Yeah,
Kinda
that's
just
right.
stares.
Be happy. You might be able to get out of this. But your job might not be done yet.
You're in a position to save a lot of lives.
To save your
they
homeland.
kind of hold up this. And they fist bump, and then they go back.
I hate but love
God, these two are so easy to bait.
God, I want them to just deal with our party no matter what.
Hype men.
No, they can be your
No, stop. No. You stop that.
No, he got cheated out of his other one. Why not have these two?
God, I hope
was a
Nahiri
captive.
says something about that.
No.
All right.
All right, they go, and they're basically, what do we have to do?
Do you have any magic to contact help?
Like sending.
Yes.
They grab for the other stones.
Not
just
each other.
to each other.
Not each.
Kind of look away.
All right.
Then you might be on foot. Or if you can take some horses.
They kind of look at each other. You guys are are you guys just going slowly as you're approaching?
Yeah.
Okay, Sylvale. We could try first the stables. We could, yeah, over at the guard HQ. More possible the outlying stables. The city's under siege. That was a good idea. Good point.
Bell. Where happens to be the nearest fort?
Military base?
Aye. Reinforcements.
What is
You
Ride
know-
strong and ask for help.
You know they usually do kind of patrols. How magic Gaidens in general, they usually just teleport to places. There are patrols by airship, but you do know with the weather they probably won't be to see very well.
It's pretty convenient that the airship patrols would not be able to see what is going on with the fog.
What
Otherwise,
if they rode to the nearest airship tower?
I wonder if those Pegasi left.
well, both of those seem complicated.
Oh shoot, yeah, Saoirse.
Out of game. I've been thinking about how to contact them. I
There
don't know
isn't.
how.
You'd have to
I
go
can't
there.
find anything.
There isn't.
You
You think they were scared off?
send to one.
They told me they flew to the mountains to keep their young safe.
Did they?
Yes,
I thought they were still at
You
the...
heard he was going. They're
that's the
probably
last
on
I
the-
heard.
Yeah.
By now, I would be very surprised if they still remain on the estate.
If this fog is heavy enough to cling to the ground, what's to say that the airship tower would be visible?
My family's tower?
Not yours. For if we went there, it'd be quite obvious we're sending help. But if they rode strong to another tower,
Oh,
a ways.
outside of Sylvanvale?
Aye.
Nearest airship tower from Sylvanvale?
There's several in Silvervale.
Well,
Outside.
outside of.
Outside of
Mm-hmm.
near settlements, they could possibly fly over. It might take at least an hour to get there.
They'll have to travel by horse or something. I suppose there are places nearby, at least an hour out.
I'm about to do something very rash and I might regret it. But I swear on my life,
no.
if you do not take care of my trusty steed,
I saw that coming.
There's a group gasp, I suppose.
Yep.
I am going to kill you and the next line of your kin, and their kin and their next.
Can I roll medicine on Okri? To see he's okay.
Just insight?
No, I want to see if he's safe.
They're looking. We'll walk. Yep, we'll run.
No,
Oh.
you won't make it in time.
You got speed spells or something.
And I start to unharness Gunther.
They're gonna look clearly questioning.
Do you actually have them?
Once. No, just speed spells work on giant goat? They might, I don't know.
They should. But the other thing... I was saving this. This is my last potion of growth.
Oh, God.
Now, do not be afraid. Gunther may be stubborn, but point him in the right direction, and he shall go there. With that, he gets out, unpacks a feeding tray, and pours the growth potion, and starts feeding Gunther.
Okay, you do see kind of slowly kind of just grows bigger, larger and larger. She is
And
huge goat.
Gunther's going to, Okri's going to take the reins and kind of look him in the eyes. You be good. I'll see you again.
Kind of gives you a nudge and it almost pushes you off your feet.
All right, boys. Do well.
You see the one just lifts the other one up and he does like a flip and he lands on it and puts his hand up.
Ulrich.
They turn into. We'll do our best. Yep.
Now, before you go, one of your sending stones.
They look at each other, look like they're doing a little hand movement.
Wait, oh, they're here with you?
Yeah, they're doing like awkward and see one takes this off, throws it to you.
And he puts it around his neck. Should anything happen, a report, let me know.
They just do a nod.
That includes, and he starts wagging his finger, the safety of my Gunther.
You do that, that includes they go, ugh, kind of like lean back.
Now off with you, before I change my mind.
You see it kind of like eventually nudge Gunther away and they kind of just go head off in a direction.
He also shouts after them, "You'll be heroes!"
Sora kind of looks impressed, and I say, they might be candidates.
And
they're
Okri goes behind his wagon and starts packing things up silently.
I mean, do you want me to just...
He tells you in a shaky voice and kind of waves you away.
Aren't you still large?
Yeah, that's what I was... But I
Yeah.
get
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
it's
it only
better-
took us like a couple hours to get.
How long exactly?
A couple of hours.
Okay, so he'd be small then.
No, he
was
has
here
like
for
another
4
hour
hours.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
he
more
had
hour.
3. He had 3 hours, didn't he?
4.
4.
4 hours.
He
I rolled
maxed
the
it.
minimum, he rolled the max.
Yeah,
You got
but
like
then
another 30 minutes pretty much of being around.
We gotta go.
Jesus.
-2. I'm out of
Alright, you guys are all
potions.
kind of packed up and ready. So you guys got a quick rest on the way.
Short
Oh,
rest?
thank
a
God.
short rest.
Yeah, short rest. You got a short rest, so.
Okay.
I gotta do max
How
on
do
mine.
they work?
I guess.
I have actually.
Bell would have
So-
wrapped his hand that
So
had.
you can choose how many hit dice you want to roll. So you have, you're level 9, so you you have the choice of spending 9 hit.
So you could roll a total of 9 d8s.
So what's your
I
HP?
don't
your,
need that. I'm at 50.
What's your max?
71.
Okay.
Then
So you could roll
5.
3,
or-
and each of those dice you add your Constitution modifier to it. And that's how much hit points you get back.
Okay.
So I guess
I'll use
on the way back,
2.
Ibalsa would have used her Song of Rest.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So
there you
that's
go.
plus
a D6
a
hit.
D8.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's that one.
So you get to add another D8 to that.
So
No,
you don't get
D8?
that.
Okay. So that'd be 4. So 6.
It's
Oh,
been
nice.
about
So it's 12.
almost 2 hours since you left him. You get another studying from over.
Constitution. 12 plus 3
Oh,
is
young lord.
15.
Is
So that brings me back to 65.
Are you on your way
Nice.
here? That's what you're sending.
Oh, that's all he's sending?
Yep.
Yes, we're on our way. We're very close, actually. Eldwin has asked us to meet with him in front of the estate, but no help, or otherwise he threatened more deaths.
Back to
That
Max.
should be Yes. He has already tried speaking with me. I declined him entry, and several citizens have lost their lives.
Was that it?
More are in peril. Please hurry.
I will. Just please stay safe.
Alright. With that, you guys all get ready, and you see the familiar kind of gate, the wall on the outskirts of Sylvan Vale.
So when Bell was doing that, like, would he have paused? Like when he was replying?
Like, for like a split second. Yeah.
Does he look sad?
I don't know, are you watching him?
Yes.
Yeah, Eve would be. She's keeping
Here he
an eye
is.
on, like, whatever's going on around.
Yeah, he would have looked sad.
Just gonna run over and give him, like, a side hug. And then go back to preparing.
We
He's
will stop
already
him.
spent his surprise on Tina.
That's fine.
Yeah, Nahiri will pat him on the shoulder.
Alright. After you guys are prepared, and I said you come to the familiar edge of Sylvan Vale, and we'll end the episode here. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Sore Feet Adventures. Please join us for the next episode.